HHS Secretary RFK Jr. met with food industry leaders in Washington. He said they had a great discussion advancing food safety and radical transparency. After the meeting, RFK Jr. joined Sean Hannity at a Steak and Shake, the restaurant that switched to frying in beef tallow. Listen to what RFK said about that.
Steak and Shake has been great. We're very grateful for them for RFKing the French fries. They turned me into a verb. We want to do everything that we can to incentivize these companies to be transparent, to switch over from ultra-processed food, and to be part of this movement to make America healthy.
All right, look who's here. He's back in New York, celebrity chef and restaurant owner Andrew Gruel. Okay, Andrew, you can switch to beef tallow. I got it. Besides the eradication of food dyes, what else do you want to see happen here? What else do you want to get rid of in our food system?
Well, I'd like to get rid of a lot of things, but I think it's about the practicality of doing so. You see, I'm glad that he's having conversations with all the stakeholders and kind of the food supply chain, but all roads to our health start with corn, farm subsidies, and the cheap products that are just being flooded onto the market. I mean, between 1995 and 2020, we spent $120 billion on corn subsidies, soy, wheat, et cetera, right? So what happens is that they produce cheap byproducts, and that turns into high fructose corn syrup, corn oil, soybean oil, all of these things that are making us sick that are in our food system.
You know that this stuff is making us sick?
Well, we do, yeah. All the studies
we got proof of this?
Yes, studies have shown that. Number one, any area in which you've got this high fructose corn syrup just surplus, people have higher obesity, diabetes, I mean, the metabolic syndrome. But the thing is, we got to understand as well is that, especially with the high fructose corn syrup, is that it metabolizes differently than cane sugar. So we have these fatty deposits in our liver, which lead to all of these chronic illnesses. Now, we can't just pull the subsidies away because then the farmers are going to be hurt. So it's about kind of working through that supply chain so that we're maybe moving some of that money towards the food that we should be eating. Only 1% of all of those farm subsidies goes towards the products that we should be eating. But that's just one piece of the pie. We also need to be turning the food recommendations upside down. All of that research has been funded by the sugar industry, interestingly enough. And then we need more transparency in our labeling because we as consumers have the agency to make these decisions for ourselves and what we should be eating. None of this should be done through mandates or bans. It should all be done through the free market. So getting those subsidies out and then allowing the consumers to understand what they're eating, we're going to move towards a much better, healthier place.
Not going to be easy, though, is it?
No, nothing's easy.
Very true. Andrew Gruel, I'm sorry it's so short, but it's great to see you in New York. We'll see you again soon, I do hope.
Thanks for having me.